One of the most slippery sons of bitches you've ever goddamn seen. We're talking about I think that we can all agree that Into the Radius is one of the more terrifying VR games out there. Into the Radius has probably made more people violently themselves than laxatives. So we're talking about a pretty scary game here. And today I'm going to be ranking the enemies of this game, which arguably are the most terrifying aspect of it. Let's get cracking here, dude. We're starting out with a fan favorite. He has 8 legs. He is probably the enemy that has killed me the most in this game. Everybody, it is the Spawn, our little 8-legged freak. I'm thinking he sits somewhere at around S tier, okay? That might be pretty controversial, but dude, the amount of times I've been killed by a Spawn, you would be absolutely bewildered. So I'm pretty confident with my S tier ranking for the Spawn. All right, next up on the list, we're going for the good old-fashioned Mimic. I think this is a hard one. They have a gun. Spawns don't have a gun, all right? But they aren't as terrifying as a Spawn. So I'm thinking B tier. Mimics are definitely B tier. That sounds about right. That feels right. I'm locking it in. Okay, next up, this guy is slower than a slug. He hits like your grandma and basically begs you to shoot him point blank. Everybody, it is the Fragment. These poor guys are just set out in the radius for basically target practice. Extremely easy to kill. You can even walk right up to them and just stab them to death. I think we're gonna go D tier. When it comes down to it, you can essentially shit on the Fragment whenever you want to, with whatever gun you have, a knife, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
I've even tried to physically punch one before. They are pussies. All right, let's be real here. Let's call it how it is. Next up, after the Fragment, we have his ugly cousin. You can't see this motherfucker half the time he's around you. He's still a pussy though. We have the Phantom. You can kill them extremely easily, very slow. The only thing that the Phantom has going for it is that you can't see it sometimes. But once you get caught off guard by these guys, take a hit, you know, you get a little bit of damage and then you realize that he's there and you kill him. Quite frankly, on the spot. No problem at all. So I'm positive that a Phantom is a C tier enemy. All right, lock it in. One of the most slippery sons of bitches you've ever goddamn seen. We're talking about the Slider. I would say it's an S tier enemy, okay? Without a doubt, the Slider and the Spawn bring me terror and fear like no other. I have actually punched a f***ing wall in this room extremely hard, trying to get away from a Slider and almost broke my fingers. So I think it's safe to say that the Slider is 100% an S tier. That is probably the easiest S tier that I can possibly give for this game. You probably have nightmares about him. He'll kill you wherever the f you are. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
And he doesn't miss shots, buddy. That doesn't happen with this guy. We're talking about the BTR. There really isn't much to say. All I can do is pop this up to an S tier, okay? This motherfucker cannot be killed, and like I said, doesn't miss shots. Even when you're hiding in buildings. I've been killed through windows by this guy. There's no escaping the BTR. Buddy, I am giving out these S tiers like I'm Oprah right now. This next enemy is about as useless as a shit-flavored lollipop. He's a Superman wannabe and runs like a girl. Everybody, it is the Seeker, all right? It's not a bad enemy, okay? I'm just giving him some shit. All right, just with him a little bit. The Seeker is actually a pretty decent enemy. Okay, they run pretty damn fast. They can get to you in a short amount of time. The issue here is you can quite literally one-shot them directly in the middle of the fucking head and you're good. I'm gonna put him at a C tier. The reason that I'm doing that is because the Seeker can really only shoot his little eye beams at you from shorter distances away. However, the Mimic that I've put in B tier, those shoot you from miles away. Much more problematic. I'm rushing these last couple ones because the thing that I'm using to record is at like 5% battery, which means it's time to list these babies off. All right, let's start tiering shit. Let's see here. So the Ranger Mimic, he uses an automatic weapon. These guys can dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. And they're honestly kind of a bitch to kill. So we're gonna go A tier. Next up is a Mimic. He's got armor on, so he's a little bit harder to kill. I'm thinking since we have a Mimic with no armor in B tier, stick him up in A tier. And I think that this is the last enemy. It is a Fragment with armor. I'm thinking probably a C tier. Still very easy to kill. You simply just have to buy armor-piercing bullets. And then it is a piece of fucking cake, okay? I'm pretty damn sure that is almost every enemy in the game. That is my tier list of the Into the Radius enemies. You may agree, you may not agree, that's okay. I'm just putting this out there because I wanted to, dude. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.